Hey folks, Joe here. It's Monday afternoon. Just going to do a short, quick little video out here in the wood shop. Make a little fun of myself basically. And just let me get a drink of coffee here. So yesterday on Sunday, I came out to the old wood shop here. I want to get some extra 2-piece spring lamb paddles done up ahead of Christmas time. Get a little bit of a push going on those. So I'm out here. I got a couple pieces glued up ready to form the center part of the shaft. Just hold on a second. Let me go grab something here. I'll be back on the camera in 2 secs. There we go. So here's a 2-piece green lamb paddle. So these start off with these that'll run down the center, laminated from 3 pieces of wood, and then the blades get glued on afterwards. Let's set that back over there for now. And these go up on the woodworking lathe here, and I use the tools in here to turn it down. Then we use the wood gouges and stuff, spin it out on the lathe, and we end up, I'll pick up that micrometer later. We end up spinning it out so that the barrels, these parts here, will fit nicely on these guys. This was the first of the 2 that I did. First half, that fits nicely, nice and flush all the way around. No problem. And then I must have been going a little too fast, not checking my work often enough on the second one. Put it on, bring it up here where you can see it. Let me tap that, get the screen back on. If you can see this, wiggles around like crazy. So I spun this down about say at least 1/8 of an inch all the way around, too small a diameter. So that's not going to work. This half was fine, this half was not. They all end up coming out a little bit differently when you get them glued up, put them together, the look of the wood and all that. So these guys are going to eventually, more than likely, go into this bin here. I'll cut them down a little shorter so it'll fit in here. And this becomes firewood for out of the fire pit. It has been known that I have the most expensive campfires in all of Thunder Bay. I burn premium western red cedar. This one, my mistake. I'll chop it up on the miter saw later. Chop it in there and burn it. Today I came back, also yesterday on the topic of not a great day. I was going to glue up more parts to replace those and get that paddle going that I was working on. And I cut the pieces too short. So then I cut 2 more pieces and I realized, I have a full set of pieces already set off to the side over there ready to glue up. And then I glue those up and remeasure something, and the thickness of one piece is way too much. It's not going to come out looking right. Basically, 2 pieces I glued onto the outside were certain thickness. The middle part should have been planed down and thickness planer a little bit to get the right width before the blades go on. Otherwise, it's just going to be a little messed up. So that one goes into the fire pit as well. Did get a couple pieces cut and glued up eventually. And today, hung them out on the lathe behind me here. Got blades glued on, so there's one end. The other end is currently a work in progress. It's over here, spun out. This is just sitting on here for now. Blades are glued on. I'll leave that in the clamps a little bit longer before taking that off. And then tomorrow I can draw out the profile lines on it, cut it out on the bandsaw and get going. Yesterday was basically a pain in the butt kind of a day. Just gonna get this camera on. The front facing screen keeps going out as a power saving measure. I actually want to be able to see it right now so I know when I'm in focus. A couple other things out in the shop here yesterday just weren't going right. I got a reasonably early start. It was a Sunday and I was out here by noon. And I called it a day fairly soon after that. I did a post on my Facebook. Just let me pull this up. So yesterday at about this time I posted, some days I should just stay out of the wood shop. Oh well, more wood for the fire pit. I got 13 different people with likes and such on it. I'll just read off a couple of the comments, not all of them. One friend said, grab some beer and watch some football. It's probably not a bad idea. Another guy, hey, yeah, one of those days, eh? And a little smiley face. Buddy of mine back in Amherst, Nova Scotia, he does a lot of work in his workshop, mostly on cars and motorcycles. His post was, I learned a long time ago, when things were going sideways in the garage, to put the tools down and close up shop until the next day. Exactly right. His comment came in just before I closed up the shop, put away the tools, and shut her down for the next day. Another fellow put up a post earlier today. I saw this when I got up this morning. He says, I normally put the tools down, leave the shop or job site, and go for a paddle, fishing, or a bike ride. Some days I just pretend everything went sideways, and I just stay on the river all day, spend the evening at the fire pit, debating with myself which single malt is better while pan frying walleye. Awesome comment. So even though yesterday was mostly a write-off as far as workload here goes, I'm okay with that. You have those days sometimes, you just move on and roll with it. And yesterday ended up being a decent day anyways. Took the dogs for a good walk, we hung out. Then we watched some Netflix downstairs. I had one beer and a glass of wine. Went to bed early, got up early today, having a good day here now. And anyways, just thought I'd throw this little video together, kind of a little way to poke fun at myself for mistakes made, more mistakes made, and then a couple other mistakes made. Just one of those days, stupid paddle guy. What do? You shut her down, you take your dogs for a walk, then you go have a beer and a glass of wine later, finish up the coffee and call it a night. Anyways, I will talk to you again soon. Today is going awesome.